Monaghan, and his pregnant wife, heavily pregnant, had her breasts fondled in front of hundreds of other passengers, had her genitals squeezed, and she feared losing her baby at the time because of the trauma. And then her husband, who wrote the article, complained about it, and they just threw him in the airport jail. So it's been going on for...
Oh, let's expand. Let's get your brother or Kurt to write, chronicles of TSA abuse or TSA hell. Because remember the Ron Paul, official guy, he had a few thousand cash on him because he was going into, Kansas City for a Campaign for Liberty event. He recorded them. And they said, why do you have $3,000 or whatever it was? And he said, look, it's none of your business, man. I'm a citizen. You've already fondled me. And they start screaming at him and threatening him. I mean, they're a bunch of lunatics. They know full well you're not terrorists. They're a bunch of power-tripping scum who couldn't get a job cleaning toilets. But they can sure squeeze your wife while the borders are wide open, Watson.
That's another thing. Now they've got cash-sniffing dogs roaming around. So if you've got... when I go on holiday, if I'm paying for everything, I need a couple of, say I go to France, I need a couple of €1,000 if I'm going for 2 weeks. But they don't allow you to take, I think it's over €1,000. So if you've got over that on your person, then you're done with. They're treating cash like it's dirty, like drugs now in the airport.
And then meanwhile, for all you guys, well, that's right, drugs. The government grows the drugs, ships them in. They even admit it. It's all hidden in plain view. It's just total criminal scum. Watson, well done. We need somebody to do a chronicle of their crimes. The deaths. We forget about all the people they've killed. Oh, they say he fell and hit his head, or she choked herself with the handcuffs behind her back. We need to really show people who this scum, is. Watson, good job.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you. Paul Watson of PrisonPlanet.com. Tom in California, then Dan, Nick, Walt, and others, and I'm getting into the economy, and then more calls. Tom in California, thanks for holding her on the air.
Hey, Alex, how you doing today?
And I'm wound up.
Hey, well, I hear you. I'm out here in L.A. I'm kind of at the base of the Sangerville Mountains, so I see missile trails all the time coming from Vandenberg. And so I'm watching the film on your site yesterday, and, I know what I saw. You know what you saw. So on the news out here last night at 11 o'clock CBS, they say that what you saw was a contrail. It was actually a plane coming towards you.
No, I've got the reports. Meanwhile, they've interviewed NASA people. We've got it posted, one of the former Joint Chiefs of Staff, and they're saying that is a missile trail.
Yeah, well, of course. But they're trying to I couldn't believe it, what I was hearing last night was that they're trying to tell me that, well, what you saw... And it just reiterated what you've always been saying about how stupid the government thinks we are. And it was just like, I could not believe that this guy was reporting this. And then when they went back, you could tell by the look on his face that I can't believe they made me say that. And I thought, wow, I'm going to have to try to get on your show today to get that point across. Because, it's obvious what it was.
Well, there's more than they don't just lie to train us to accept it. They do it so that the debate is about is it true or isn't it, so that you never have a debate about who shot the missile. Now it's about was it a missile or not a missile. It's all military tactics. When they're rolling in World War I over trenches with tanks on both sides, they had electronic, big bullhorns saying you're not being attacked, you're not being attacked, lay your guns down. When you laid your guns down, they came over and machine gunned you and bayoneted you. I'm not attacking. A great analogy of that is in Saving Private Ryan, where they're having a knife fight in one of the shot out, bombed out houses, and the American's about to win and be able to stab the German, and the German says, I'm your friend, and the guy kind of gives up, and then he goes, yeah. And it's like, just like Waco, we're not assaulting as they're just machine gunning the families, Delta forces, and they're just on video, flare, just murdering everybody, and it's like, this is not an assault. It's the same thing. DU's not bad for you. Mercury's not bad for you. Mercury's good for you. You're like, well, mercury's deadly. And they're just, by then it's too late. So again, it's all a military tactic, Tom.
Yeah, just unbelievable. I couldn't believe they're trying to actually play that off. And real quick.
But you notice in Save It Private Ryan, and then I'll have you make your point, because it's so accurate, even though it's fiction, many things like that happen in war. I've read the accounts. The guy figured out the German was lying in a few seconds, but it was that hesitation. It was that hesitation. See, when the military's about to come in and kill you, and they're telling you, lay your guns down, we're not going to kill you, cowards want to believe that, oh, I can get out of this. So you lower your gun, now they win. Just like you stop speaking out because you feel like you're alone, they win. It's all globalist propaganda. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just had one final thing with the TSA thing. Most of these guys are like boobs that couldn't get a job working at, for a security guard. Probably couldn't get a job taking tickets at a matinee. But I did have an idea for your. You wanted an article capture for your TSA. I came up with TSA scum of lies rises to the surface.
CIA's history of lying rises to the surface. Good headline. Good points. Appreciate that call, Tom. We're going to come back, jam in Dan, Nick, Walt, and others. Very, very exciting what's happening, though. But again, what do you expect to happen? As the whole world government's announced, as the dollar is imploded, as the world blames the United States, and sure, the American people deserve some blame. Our politicians deserve a lot of it. They've been bought out by these people. We've been the engine of world government. But these banks are offshore. You notice Halliburton, DynCorp, all of them have moved overseas. Blackwater, ExxonMobil. I mean, just almost they've all left. Because it's been decided, as I was told by a billionaire 3 years ago, the United States will not exist. And I go, what does that mean? Total collapse. That's all I'm going to say. They're all leaving. They've already evacuated. Okay? It's all a plan. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Mark Craighead, founder of Crossbreed Holsters. I designed our top-selling holster, the Super Tuck Deluxe, to solve the problems of being poked, pinched, and gouged while carrying concealed. The Super Tuck Deluxe is the most comfortable, most concealable holster on the market today. We offer a 2-week free trial and a lifetime warranty.
Visit us at crossbreedholsters.com. Don't forget, crossbreedholsters.com.
Go solar for cheap. Want to use solar power but the price is too high? Now you can build your own solar panels for less than $200 at 123cheapsolar.com. Don't laugh. We've sold over 45,000 solar do-it-yourself kits. Watch the step-by-step videos that even non-handyman types can use. We offer a 60-day money-back guarantee. Go to 123cheapsolar.com or call 800-713-0486. 800-713-0486. Reduce your foreign oil dependency when you go green with 123cheapsolar.com.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that it could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
How well and how fast does Heart and Body Extract work to improve blood circulation? Listen.
My name is Ellis, and I am 66 years old, and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed as having clogged arteries. I had 70% blockage in one artery leading to my heart. They wanted me to go on Plavix, but I refused, knowing the negative side effects.
Heart and Body Extract is a unique balance, synergy, and proportion of herbs reaching from head to toe at maximum absorption around 95% at the cellular level.
Within the first month, I felt a dramatic difference. The heaviness in my legs was reduced, and within 2 months, I felt completely normal.
Your natural organic herbal formula for heart health is Heart and Body Extract. Heart and Body Extract comes with a 100% ironclad money-back guarantee. Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract. Call 866-295-5305, 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
I'm going to Dan, Nick, Walt, Richard, Mike, then I'm getting into the economy. I promise I'm going to break it down and the trap that's been set for the United States and the rest of the free world that's rapidly circling the toilet bowl. Continuing here, I want to tell you about eFoods Direct, the super high quality, all made in America, fresh, super low price food. You'll never stand in a bread line if you have your own bread. Firearms, food, water, gold, silver, liberty beating in your breast. Those are the key things you need. Hitting your knees every night, asking God for guidance. You need to get high quality, storable food. This stuff can last more than 10 years in climate control, 10 years in non-climate control like my garage. It's insurance you can eat, a whole bunch of different special meals, special diets. They've got it all. Check them out. The letter E, foodsdirect.com or 800-409-5633, 800-409-5633, efoodsdirect.com. And lastly, I want to tell you about purewaterfreedom.com. If you want to affordably remove fluoride from your tap water, visit purewaterfreedom.com. They have a full line of household fluoride filters. You can even remove fluoride from every water source in your home with a whole house fluoride system. They have a wide variety of filters to remove all types of toxins from your water, including shower and bath filters. All the filters are made in the USA. Made in the USA. Did you hear that? Check out their banners at prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com or go to purewaterfreedom.com to take control of your water supply today. Dan in Colorado, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hey, Alex. Thanks for taking my call. Been listening about 2 years. My first time to call.
Welcome.
Here in Vail, Colorado. This morning on my iPhone, I had a message, and the message said, alert, missile launch, unknown missile launch over off coast of California. I want to hear if you've heard about that.
Sure. Who was the alert from?
It was right under the time on my iPhone.
Yeah, well, Homeland Security announced 2 years ago they want all smartphones, all radios with chips in them. The phones already have it, where they can turn your radio or TV on and give you brainwashing messages. You know, where Big Brother's just everywhere. California wants their license plates to be digital and give you government messages of who they're looking for or whatever. But I've been talking about the missile. They've interviewed former top experts in the Pentagon, generals, NASA people. We've got the newscast linked up at Infowars.com and Prison Planet. And they say it looks like a Polaris-type submarine or ship-launched missile. But the media, I mean, I've got mainstream news articles in 2000 where North Korea launched a test missile. It didn't have a warhead, and it broke up coming back into the atmosphere over Alaska. But this wasn't launched from another continent or over the North Pole. This was clearly launched off the coast. And we were just talking about that. We were just talking with a caller about the lies. You know, they're now saying it must have just been a chemtrail, a contrail.
Sure, I'm aware of the report and saw the video from the news, but I just want to put that out there about the iPhone alert and the Big Brother trying to scare people.
Absolutely, Dan. Good point. Glad you raised it. Nick and Mash, you're on the air.
Alex.
Hey.
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to say keep up the good work. You're doing a lot, and everyone knows it. And keep fighting, brother.
Thank you.
This is Nick from lookupandwakeup.org, and I just want to tell you a little story about. It was late August. I flew back into the country, into Fort Lauderdale, and after customs, they made me go through the security checkpoint.
You flew back into the homeland.
Yeah, I know. What a bad decision that was. So I came back in, and after I put all my stuff through, and then I went to the security, the metal detector. Nothing went off, but then he wanted to pat me down. So then he goes to pat me down, and he's like, "What's this?" And I'm like, so I pulled out a small little bag of pretzels from the airplane. He's like, "Oh, you got to run that through." I'm like, "You want me to run a bag of pretzels through the airplane, through the X-ray?" So now I kind of started making a scene. I'm like, "All right, everyone, I got pretzels here. I got pretzels. This is dangerous. Let's run this through."
You had Al-Qaeda weapons. Stay there. I want you to finish. This is so frightening, ladies and gentlemen. Pretzel weapons. Meanwhile, the borders are wide open, training us that everything we have is bad. Oh, look, more than 3 ounces of toothpaste. It's all about psychologically training a bunch of goons that citizens are scum.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem.